Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to bring a probably pretty common topic here, but something that we can easily address, and that is paint transfer. So this is a 2021 F150. As you can see, we also broke some clips in here. So this thing was hit up against like one of the yellow barriers, and as you can see, we got a decent amount of paint transfer, couple scratches somehow, and we have paint transfer on the actual plastic running board. So this is obviously pretty unappealing to the eye, but it's definitely something that's relatively easy to address. So what I'm going to do is run through the steps and processes how I'm going to address this. There's probably, of course, more than one way to successfully do this and get the results we're going to get here after fixing this, but this is how I'm choosing to do it. This is how I, have gone about tons of other situations just like this. So let's get into it now. All right, guys, we're here at the corner, and at the bed right here we have our damage. Now the first thing I'm going to address is simply just getting this cab corner molding cover back in place. Okay, so from there we can address the paint transfer, get this all dialed in and cleaned up accordingly, but it's going to be a lot easier if we get this back in place first. All right, so I have some new clips for this thing here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these into place, and hopefully we can get this thing snapped back in cleanly. And just from a mock-up, it really just broke the clips. I don't think any major damage here. I do think there is a little bit of burn through the clear here from rubbing, so I do think we lost the paint and the clear here on that edge, but overall it's not cracked, it's not really damaged. It just needs the clips replaced, and then it should pop right back into place. All right, so I'm just sliding these new clips into place here, and then from there we're going to go ahead pop this back into place. All right, guys, so I don't know if you can hear it, but popped into place. So not looking too bad. It's off just a hair, but I'm not sure if it's the door, because we do have a dent here, unfortunately, a small dent. It could just be bowed out a hair, but it looks pretty good. And for being clips, all that was really needed to fix it, I think we made out pretty well. But now we're going to get into the unsightly part and get off all this paint transfer, guys. So let's get into it. All right, guys, now that we got that corner reattached, I want to get into the first step, and that's just simply going to be cleaning this area up. I'm going to be buffing it, so obviously I could really just go ahead and start getting into this, but I like to be as precautious as possible. We don't want to induce any new scratches or marks or anything in this area. We want it to be as obviously as perfect as possible when we're done. So the truck is relatively dirty, and it hasn't been washed in quite some time, and I don't know if it's reflected on camera, but she's got a nice coat of dirt. So I want to clean this area because we're obviously going to be removing this. We're going to be buffing the paint, so I'm going to start with just putting a little bit of APC. You can use any APC of your choice. I'm just going to APC this area, power wash it. Okay, so then we'll have a nice clean surface to start from, and then we'll get into the process of getting this all removed. All right, guys, so I'm just going to take a little bit of APC. You can use any all-purpose cleaner of your choice. I'm just using enough to cover the area which I'm going to be cleaning and buffing. This is just a spot job, so I'm not going to be cleaning and detailing this entire truck. We're just really doing this specific area here where the damage is. All right, so I'm going to let that sit for about 20-30 seconds, and then we're going to pressure wash it off. All right, guys, so I just have a pressure washer here with the pressure washer gun. There is a chance that some of this might come off with a little bit of pressure washing, maybe more so on the plastic. I doubt it, but it is a possibility. So let's go ahead and see what we got and get into spraying this all down. All right, definitely not taking any of that off. Let's see about down here. Nope. I thought it was a possibility it might come off of that plastic, but it's all good. We're going to get it off in the next step here. So I'm going to get all this APC off, get it nice and pressure washed down, and then we'll get to the next step. All right, guys, so I pressure washed pretty much the entire side here, all the way from the front fender to the bed here. So everything is, you know, got a nice clean start here without doing a, you know, actual contact wash and getting into it. But this should be perfectly fine for what we're going to be doing. So what we're going to do now is dry off the wetness. I'm going to be using a blower, so you could use any method of your choice, you know, air, blower air, drying towel, you know, whatever you choose. I'm going to be using a blower. So I'm going to get this area here that we're going to be working in dried up. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so this area is about 60 to 75% dry. It's actually been raining today. It's very damp, so it didn't dry as quickly and immediately as I would like. But for the next step that we're going to be doing, it really doesn't matter. We don't need it to be bone dry anyway. It's perfectly fine in the state that it's in, okay? So what we're going to be doing now is actually removing our yellow paint transfer here. All right, now, like I've said in the beginning of this video, there's more than one way to do this. What I'm about to show you is by far the easiest method that I found. And yes, we are going to be doing some buffing, but we're just not going to get the buffer on this and start buffing this paint off. What we're going to be using is some acetone, okay? So I have some acetone here in my spray bottle. I'm going to put a little bit on a microfiber cloth. All right, I'm just going to get a little bit in there, get it damp, and we're just going to hit one spot, all right? All right, so let's start right here. Look at that. Come on, guys. Look at that. Look how easy that is. Gone. I mean, we got some, you know, deeper scratching, which is going to get addressed with the buffer, but the paint transfer is gone. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some experts in the comments like, oh my God, you shouldn't use acetone on paint. It's going to melt it and make the head gasket fail. Look, guys, I've been doing this for a long time. I've done many paint transfer jobs, and I've never once had an issue with acetone. And if you're scared of using acetone, you can go ahead and try a little test spot, as I did right here. I don't know if you noticed, but I did before, you know, I touched any of this. I tested right here on the spot where there was some paint transfer, just to make sure it was going to get it off, which it did, and I knew that it would, and just to make sure there's no issues with the acetone on this paint. Now, I know of some other detailers that like using things like lacquer thinner and things like that, which you could probably get away with using on a job like this. But, you know, it's really just a preference thing. This is my opinion. This is, you know, what's been working for me forever. And when you see these end results and you saw how easy that just came off, I think you'll agree with me. All right, so there we go, guys. That is obviously rubbing right off. We're going to keep on going. I'm going to put a little bit more on a different spot since we have a decent amount of that paint transfer on the microfiber. Now I'm just going to switch it to a new spot here, and we're going to go ahead and get the spot right underneath of it. All right, so let's try directly underneath of it with this acetone. All right, this is coming out great, guys. And that's why I said it doesn't matter if the paint's still a hair wet in this stage. It really doesn't matter, because you're just wiping this stuff off and you're, you know, essentially wetting the surface anyway. And if you get a little water mixed with acetone, no worries. And in fact, you could even dilute the acetone if you're worried about it being too aggressive or anything like that, which I have done in the past. You can dilute acetone, put a little bit of water in there. If it makes you feel better, go for it. But this is, you know, straight Walmart acetone, straight from the paint section, no issues. Okay, so we got our last spot here on the paint here on the door and on our corner. So let's go ahead and hit that with a fresh spot of the microfiber. Now this is where the most damage occurred. You can see the dent. There is a crease, so it did kind of bow this out of hair. And I believe, yeah, that's a split, like a crack in the paint. So you got that, and you got a removal of the clear and everything on that corner edge. But overall, not bad considering what it just looked like 2 minutes ago. All right, so there's one other thing I'm gonna show you guys, which I don't know if you noticed, but he did somehow manage to get the wheel too. So you can also use this acetone on the wheel. So should come right off, and there you go, and then right there, and there we go. Now if there's any scratching or anything underneath of this, could also be addressed with like a power ball and some polish. So, you know, it's actually really just had some transfer on there. It looks pretty good. So we got it off of the wheel. we got it all off of here. Only thing left here is the plastic here. So I'm gonna do a little test spot. Make sure it doesn't like dull this plastic to ash. So we're just gonna do this corner. And even if that was the case, I could easily restore the plastic, but still would prefer to test it and see what we get. So go ahead and try to dry it here. All right guys, I think it came out pretty good. I don't think we have any issues as far as using the acetone on these plastics either. So what I want to do is just remove the rest of it off of this running board here. We'll have all of our yellow paint transfer removed, and then we'll get into the next step. All right guys, you can see we got it all off. All the yellow paint is off of the running board. We got it all off of the body here. So now this surface is pretty clean just from simply power washing it and using some APC. I mean, it's all but clean. There's really not much dirt or anything left over. Now what I'm going to do before we buff, which is our next step, because we are going to be buffing this out, you know, to get all our little marks, scratches, and just to really get the area, you know, dialed in as best as we can, I'm going to take a little bit of IPA, which is alcohol. So I'm going to spray a little bit around here. All right. And I'm just going to wipe it off with a microfiber. Now, if you don't want to use IPA, you could just use a damp rag. Whatever you prefer and whatever's in your arsenal, you could use. It's just something that you're going to use to get this nice and clean, and you know, a nice smooth clean wipe down surface for polishing. And you know, you don't have to go crazy. I think I have it about exactly where I want it, so I'm really just going to be buffing from here to about right here. So we're going to be buffing here to here. All right, so it's about the area I'm going to cover, just so I can ensure I get this, I can blend it in, I can get that, and I can get, of course, all the area where our yellow paint and transfer was. So overall guys, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Let's get into the fun part and start polishing this out. All right guys, we are going to get into the fun part now, and that is going to be buffing this out. So upon further inspection here, I'm going to bring some light in. I don't know if you can see this, but this especially the center one here, that is definitely past the clear. So you know, we can round these edges off and it'll clean up. It's going to look better than this, but I don't believe we're going to get this fully out on parts of any of these three lines. So there's that top one, that middle bad one, that bottom one. So this is probably going to lighten up, not come out, lighten up, not come out. Same thing for the center of that upper one. Now these little marks here, that should come out. That line there should come out. And down here, that is the crack. So that is a paint crack. That is definitely not coming out, but you know, these marks down here will come out. So overall, we're just going to go over the entire area where it made contact. It's going to clean up any little marks, scratches, you know, swirling, anything in that area, in addition to solving some of these bigger marks and definitely cleaning up those three there, at least to look maybe about 70%. All right, so we're all cleaned up here. Let's get into polishing, guys. All right guys, so you can truly use any buffing and polishing, you know, compound or, you know, pad you want. I have a one-stage pad here. I'm going to be using 3D1, so really just a preference thing on what compound or pad and whatnot you prefer. I'm going to be using a Rupes DA. So one-stage polish, one-stage pad, Rupes DA. Let's get this thing on point. All right guys, just going to spread out the compound here. Get it in all the areas that we want it to be. And let's go ahead and get this thing polished out. All right guys, we got our spots polished in. Actually came out pretty good and even, so let's see how we did here. Like I said, definitely gonna have our three there and exactly what I said was going to be behind is still there. So that was to be expected, but it does look a whole lot better, obviously, now that it's been polished out. Let's get over to this side here. Yeah, buddy. It looks really good. I think I got a little remnants of that one line that was there. I'm gonna hit that just for like 5 seconds real quick with the buffer, and I'll give it one more wipe down, and I think we're done, guys. This is looking great. All right, guys, hit it one more time. Gone. Just needed a few more seconds of some DA action. All right. So overall, came out great considering what we started with. All right, looks all but new. It's going to be a lot harder to notice anything happened here. Now, like I did mention, of course, there's a dent here, which nothing we can do. Maybe a good PDR guy could get that off. That is in the crease. Sucks, but you know, it's there. Like I said, there is clear, completely gone there. There is a chip right here, so took a chip out of the paint on that corner edge, and then we got our 3 lines, which are very faint now and, you know, not easily noticeable like they were before we polished it out, but you know, they are there. So that is the only damage left behind. All of the paint transfer is gone, both off the paint, off of the wheel, and off of the running board. So we got all the yellow paint off, and overall I think this came out really good. And for the minimal amount I'm about to charge this customer, I think he's going to be pretty happy with the results. So there we go, guys. That is an easy way to get paint transfer off and make this look a lot better. Only, you know, really somebody who knows or is looking for problems on a car would see that there's anything that ever happened here. But you know, from a quick glance, you don't see a bunch of yellow, you don't see a bunch of swirls, you don't see a bunch of damage. I'll even give you guys a little bit of light here so you can see that paint is, we got that paint really clean, guys. I want to talk him into letting me do the whole vehicle, because he actually has similar scratching on the opposite side in the same spot, so go figure. But yeah, I'm gonna talk him into letting me do a 1 stage on this entire vehicle. It would come out amazing. But yeah, I mean, you can get a really good idea that this thing looks really good. You know, from where we started, I'm very happy with how it came out. So I hope this helped with removing paint transfer off of whatever job you're doing, whether it be your own car or a customer's vehicle. Make sure you stay tuned, because you never know when I might be doing other projects like this again. And until next time, guys.